I love whipped cream. Cheesecake, no bake. Whoa, are we filming? Okay. Welcome back to another video. Today, guess what we're gonna make? A no-bake cheesecake. I really love how that rhymes. I mean, just, it like flows off your tongue. Like, no-bake cheesecake. No-bake cheesecake. No-bake cheesecake. As you can see from there, we are gonna make a cheesecake that you don't need to bake. Because, of course, this is Diana's Safety Kitchen, which you should subscribe to. We don't use any ovens you might burn yourself with, or any knives you might cut yourself with. And, of course, make sure to go visit my other channel, Diana Paramoga, and look at our new podcast, and subscribe to that channel too. So you might be wondering, where did this recipe come from? So, not long ago, my mom sent me an Instagram reel, and I was looking at it, and then she messaged me again, and she was like, I saw this really interesting comment on the reel, where it showed like kind of like a more different recipe than that, and here's a photo of that comment. So if you want to try like that recipe for yourself, go ahead. Because we kind of switched up some other things, like we added pretty much more things. And if you want to try that recipe and this recipe, go ahead. But right now, I think we should go over the ingredients. The first thing that we need is, of course, a bowl to hold our little cheesecake over here. You might want to use a clear bowl because you want to see the different layers of the cheesecake, so it'll look pretty much more prettier. And this is an amazing lifesaver, Philadelphia. Have you guys been to Philadelphia? I haven't. This is a cheesecake no bake. You might see that we switched up the words a little bit, no bake cheesecake, but this is pretty much just cheesecake, no bake. Our next ingredients are graham crackers. The reason we want graham crackers here is not because we're making s'mores, is because that we just want a little more crunch in there. And over here we have some lemon curd. Over here we have some lemon curd. Over here, my most favorite thing ever, whipped cream. And it only has 15 calories per serving. And it's just so non-tasteful, but it's so tasteful. And it fills you up so quickly. It's so good. Over here, we have some dark chocolate. You might be asking what this dark chocolate is for. It's just for some decoration. We're gonna melt it in the microwave, and then we're gonna lay it all across the top of the cheesecake so it looks so pretty. Next, raspberries. Because raspberries, if you try one, they have a sour and a sweet taste. And I feel like raspberries would really help with the lemon curd. They would really help add that kind of another taste and just sweet. I think these raspberries are really gonna help with the little sourness. We have some mint leaves. These are kind of just like the decoration, like the chocolate. Okay, I'm holding this up. This is what chocolate we used for this. And this is kind of just for decoration, but then at the same time, it adds more taste if you want to eat the leaves, especially in a mojito. I love mojitos. Our next thing, you might know this is my favorite thing ever, a spoon. So now, I think we should start. The first thing that we're gonna add to our first layer is graham crackers. You just want to take out the graham crackers and make sure to open them really easily because they can crack like really easily and they cause a bit of mess. Like look, let's break them. You want to have small pieces but then have like some big pieces because you still want to add that crunch, because if it's just like tiny little things, it's not gonna have that much of a crunch than just doing this. And again, remember, we are not gonna use for this whole entire recipe any knives you might cut yourself with or any ovens you might burn yourself with. So now we're gonna take our no-bake cheesecake. They packaged this really cool. Look at it, and let's see. I wanna see how this tastes like. It's always okay to taste your ingredients. Now let's put it on the plate, or on the thing. Whoa. You can see how it made like kind of little holes because the texture is like really cool and it actually shines a lot. It's pretty cool. So now let's put this on. First spoon. So you want to try and do this carefully because they're little air bubbles and you don't want to really ruin it because that's what makes the texture. I think this is good enough because it covers pretty much all the crumbs. And I just want to carefully make it look like a layer. Try not to like move it a lot because you don't want to really hit the edges of the bowl so that it doesn't look as messy and the layers are more clean. Alright, so now you want to put in your raspberries. So try and put your raspberries more to the edge so that it looks more like a layer and not just an empty more cream cheese. And again, put in some of your crackers. It's so satisfying to break the little crackers because you can like hear it. And then the texture is kind of like sand. I've always hated sand. I think there's like a video of me first touching sand ever and I was just like scared of it or something. I forgot. But try and put it more to the side so that it looks more like a layer. Now, I think it's time to put in our lemon curd. And I think definitely we should use one of those like these little triangle things where you like spiral it out. This thing that will just look more prettier. So now that you have this, and it's fine if you don't, just use a little spoon. You can put in a spiral if you want or not. Doesn't really matter, it's just a layer. Alright, so let's also grab a spoon so that you can put the lemon curd into the little container. Oh, it wasn't that hard. You see, you guys? I'm strong. Now just put in a few spoons. Okay, 1, 2, then 3. So now it's fine because the air will escape because just tie it around so that when you squeeze it out, it doesn't like escape and gets everywhere like I already did. And whoop, wait. Oh, alright, so now what you want to do is you want to grab the little thing. Make sure that it's under your table so that when you cut it off, it doesn't fly somewhere. And cut off pretty good enough piece. So now that you cut it open, just make sure that you like pour it all across the sides first. So that if you don't have enough, that it'll just look like a little layer, then just nothing. Now that you've cut it open, make sure that it's kind of big, kind of small, that it's not too big though. So now you want to go over the sides first. It's small. It looks really cool though. It kind of looks very transparent. Alright, now with the one that you have like left after you've done the sides, just pretty much go everywhere. You can go in little circles, you can go in lines, pretty much whatever you want. Because you won't really see, like, try and go everywhere so that if you take a bite from anywhere, you'll still taste the lemons, the lemon curd or whatever. Our next layer will again be the cheesecake, which again tastes really good. And you kind of don't want to ruin the air bubble, so just put it on first and then you want to mix it. And there we go. Second one. Try not to shake it as much so that the little spirals can't really go off. And then after you're done, you just want to like kind of mix it a little around so that it's more smooth. I think I'm done. And now after you've smoothened it out, you can look at the different layers, and mine actually look really cool. I think this is the best like kind of layer bowl that we've ever done. And I think the last step is the topping. How about we clear the table a little bit and make sure that only the toppings are on. And while you're cleaning like your table, you should just kind of put your chocolate in the microwave for about 1 minute. At least that's how it worked for us last time. So I'll see you soon. Oh, alright. So now here's my favorite part. The toppings. I love the toppings and I love decorating the top of the cake because it could just express it. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna take again some graham crackers and I'm gonna sprinkle it on top. Try and make like really small pieces so that it doesn't look as big as the ones inside the layers, because you kind of want it to look more pretty on top of the layers than inside. And then our next thing is the whipped cream. I love whipped cream. Words cannot describe it. It's so soft and so good, yet so... It's not really healthy. Let's do little specks. That one's a good one. And kind of just do around for decoration. That's a really big one, which I don't like. And that's good. And one in the middle. So now put the raspberry on top of every single one of your whipped cream. You see, it's already looking better. It looks like they have like a little dress on or something, and they're a ballerina, and they're like, and they're having a little dance. And put one in every single one. And now time for the chocolate. Oh, it's still melted. Okay. So try and drizzle this a little bit, and make sure the hole that you cut is really small, because you don't want to make it look like thick lines. Try and make it look like small little lines. Oh, this is so good. Oh, it looks so good. It might get a little bit messy. It's fine. You're always going to clean it after. Now, we're going to add our little mint. They smell so good. They always remind me of a mojito. I'd put it over here. Oh, that looks amazing. And add a little graham cracker if you have any, and put it kind of over here. I want to grab a little graham cracker and try it. So let's take this little raspberry over here. Oh my god. This is amazing. It's kind of like if you close your eyes and think cheesecake, cheesecake, cheesecake. This is a cheesecake. I'm holding a cheesecake. It's a cheesecake. The raspberry added so much more flavor and so much more sourness. I totally recommend it. And guess what? We made this without using any ovens you might burn yourself with or any knives that you might cut yourself with. Wow, I'm really proud of myself. Let's grab a spoon to see all the different amazing layers. I think that's way better. All right, look at all the layers in one spoon. All right, everyone. Thanks again to the lady in the comments that helped us out and make this new recipe. If you think that this is good, and if you think that this recipe is amazing, I don't know what else to say. I still can't talk from that taste in my mouth of this amazing just object or food or whatever. And let's get to the point. Please subscribe. Please like and subscribe to my other channel, Diana Paramoga. It helps us out a lot. And that's it. Bye! Mama, this is so good. You don't understand. Try it. Here you go.